right?
Yes.
Do I introduce this as normal? Yes, I should.
How are we introducing the finale?
Yeah, this is part of it. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. All right, good. Let's go.
Okay, wood.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the season 3 finale, part 2.
Dos.
Presently we just doing a what we call the call-in episode. We are talking with Mr. Gregory Brees on the Zoom. Gregory, how you going, my brother?
I am good, Kems. What's up?
We there. We spoke about the Astro World.
Yeah, we were now
single
talking
series.
about Astro
Oh
World,
wow,
actually.
yeah, that's been quite a topic as of late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how Travis Scott recovers from this because that's a hot mess.
Yeah, it's a mess. It's a whole
is.
hot mess. But music-wise, what you're up to? Because I know when we spoke, that was what, season 2, I think. I can't remember.
Yeah.
So many seasons now.
It's been a while.
I think it was season 1. I think it was season 1. It's been that long.
Wow. So what you up to? What you doing music-wise? Do you have any books?
Honestly, yeah, just honestly, I've just been trying to get back into the studio. Time has just been against me. You know, that's been one of my biggest issues. But I didn't want to let this cat out of the bag. But most recently,
yes.
I've been working on a few collaborations. One with a certain individual. I'm not going to mention his name, but he comes from famous heritage. So I'm gonna leave it there. Let your mind wonder where that goes.
Famous.
Apart from that, I've been also working with Music TT. I'm supposed to be a part of the Spotlight program that they have coming up.
Splendid.
They're making their selection for the final 6 this Friday. So
nice.
it's basically they're having that online, and they're going to automatically choose their 6 from the 13 that's already there, which I'm currently a part of. So fingers crossed that things work out and I get to do that. Apart from that, I'm trying to start up my own stuff as well too. I'm actually going to be pushing to do a platform of my own. I'm going to be calling it Soul Sessions. I'm going to be hosting it, and I'm going to be looking to bring on various artists to just do like different things, do quick interviews such as yourself. So Kevin, you've kind of been an inspiration in that regard, so thank you for
that. Nice.
I feel
honored. Yeah, I mean, as you should. I mean, we've been friends for God knows how long now. I think what, 5-6 years.
Yeah, a long time. A long time.
Yeah.
So
but,
is it
all in all,
sorry. Is it that Soul Sessions? Is it a podcast? Is it going to be like a YouTube channel?
It's a bit of a podcast and a bit of like a small kind of like tiny desk concert in a kind of vibe, because
that's what we need.
Giving everybody an opportunity to not just like talk and do stuff. I mean, if they choose to perform, I'm not gonna force anybody's hand, but at the same time, it's an opportunity for different artists, different people to have an avenue to really put themselves out there.
Right.
When the pilot episode comes out, which is most likely, I'm looking at probably February into March, because I know everybody's gonna probably be more in soca mode, because Carnival are only gonna
exactly.
So I'm giving everybody an opportunity to just kind of like do different things. I don't want to just focus on a particular genre, but at the same time, soul session, you automatically think like R&B, hip hop, stuff like that.
Yes.
But I wanna give other genres an opportunity as well too. So I'm not just gonna just leave it within that particular branch. But so I'm leaving it open. Everybody's available. I'll be, of course, Kems, you anytime. I would love for you to be on it. So
for sure,
just let me know.
Other than I on the inside.
Yes, Cami is already on the inside.
I'm kind of like the resident spokesperson of musicians. I don't know how that happened.
I mean, you've come a long way with this platform, so it's kind of like you've put yourself in there. You kind of come like the chief cornerstone, So it's
I'll tell everybody the brief story. This podcast started out of happenstance. I wanted to talk about undiscovered artists.
Yes.
Because I went looking, because I was kind of tired of hearing like the Beyoncés and the Arianas or something. And I say, what else is out there?
Yes.
And I went on Google and I said, oh, I like this. And I went on YouTube and I saw this thing called Balcony TV, which is kind of like they do live performances of bands. And I was like, how do I get access to your music? I don't want to hear, I'm tired here with Mariah and all that. I want to hear your music. They're unavailable on most of those platforms, most of the common platforms.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was this one band, what is their name? Kiss, not Cage Elephant, but they're saying after leaving my apartment.
Yes. Young the Giants.
Young the Giants.
Yes.
Oh yes.
I remembered when
Yes.
before they released that song, I said this song is gonna hit number 1 on the charts, and they're going to be, and it did.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have had so. Again, I've just been about trying to find more and better and new music. Not that the other ones out there aren't great, but I was kind of bored.
I understand.
Hey,
Yeah.
Kim, as
Yeah.
we talk about that, we still got to follow up on that part 2 of the whole Drake and Michael Jackson kind of debate we were having.
Look, I'm gonna hang up on Gregory, please.
I'm kidding.
But okay, I could give
That's
the
a too.
listeners an insight as to what our conversation was about. So essentially, there was a big comparison between Michael and Drake, and
Why?
it's a waste of time because, and I'm gonna explain to you guys real brief. Michael and Drake are 2 different eras, and they utilize 2 different types of platforms.
One has talent and one does not.
Well, not only that, but with Michael had a hard time getting through crowds. There was a time Michael was in a hotel somewhere and the streets were jam packed with people. You could tell people where Drake is right now, nobody going. No offense, but it's a very real thing. But anyways, I digress. Greg, how soon you feel like going and drop some of them bombshells you was now telling me about?
Yes, you mentioned a famous
Heritage to something.
heritage person.
Yes,
person
someone of famous heritage, like famous family of Trinidad. So I'm listen.
And he said he.
By process of elimination. But yes, proceed.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're looking at that hopefully once we get everything wrapped, because he's a busy guy. I'm not gonna lie, he's a very, very busy guy. So I'm hoping probably by at least like early March, if not by the end of February, we get everything wrapped and we can try and do some stuff. And I'm also supposed to be doing a collaboration with Mike Wise as well too, because we have a couple of drops as well too. That I did a couple of songs with them recently, but we've just been trying to push them out there. So that's like official tracks for his other mixtapes as well. But things are happening. I'm just trying to get back into the studio. I'm also trying to finish up a song I have called Memories that I have been scared to put out because I haven't really been able to get it mastered properly. But it's there, and I'm just hoping that once I get everything finalized with that, we can go forward. So there are things in the pipeline. Like I said, I'm just trying to take everything one step at a time.
I understand. Has the Panini sort of affected your ability to, release songs, record songs, or write?
Honestly, it's just like it's been a whirlwind. For the last time we spoke, it's been all kind of hectic things. I changed jobs recently, and I've just been dealing with a bit of a whole new financial situation that I'm just trying to
balance.
Work around.
Yeah.
Right. And we know that music costs money to create.
Exactly.
Really
especially
and you know what else
that.
costs money? You know what else it costs money? Mortgages. So it's like
Good, yes.
Boy.
And you can't be paying for studio time and not paying for your mortgage. Them thing not right.
Yeah, I can't sleep in nobody's studio now, so it's like
No.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But for the new year, I'm also looking to try and do like a little small mini thing on this other platform, StreamYard. So I'm looking to kind of just have that going as well too.
Right.
And I've
like live
unfortunately
performances and stuff.
Yes, and I've also been unfortunately been an avid TikTok user as of late. So I'm just doing a lot of stuff there.
Okay.
Greg, plug your TikTok on them one time now.
Yeah, plug.
Yeah, I mean, basically everything is pretty much the same thing. Instagram, the real Greg B. TikTok, the real Greg B. Twitter is the real Greg B 868. So other than that, I'm also
You
on
have to be
Clubhouse
sure
as
about
well too. So
the
y'all can
Twitter.
check.
Oh, you're on Clubhouse. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, I was shout out to James Green. He was the guy that kind of got me into that as well too. So I'm just trying to do that. Also, shout out to Marika and Corey Casey as well too, because they've been one of those guys that have been really kind of keeping me kind of above water as regards like doing things musically and encouraging, especially Marik. Marik is one of those real guys that, you know, I can have a heart to heart convo with, and it's musically it's just a whole different spectrum.
Yeah.
Kemi, you as well too. I always enjoy our conversations as well too. Same with Louise. I mean, you're just like it's like I feel like I'm a part of a big fraternity as well. So I'm always appreciative of having a little discussion with you guys. So that's what it is. Looking out. So we'll do what we gotta do. Kems, we still have to finish recording Holding Your Heart.
Oh yes, that's an original song, guys. If y'all don't know, I am a songwriter. I am not a singer. I am a songwriter. So Greg and I, we've been
not be downplaying your abilities.
We
don't do that here.
So given that y'all are working on a project that none of us knew about, please let us know when
it drops.
Yes, when will this be dropped, ma'am and sir? I'm giving you a very evil look right now.
Organize to get the time to record it properly.
Yeah. Well, Greg and I will talk soon about that.
So look out for that, guys. Greg B, Kemi Ibel, some sort of collaboration is happening.
A thing.
And I'll send a buck to both of your places if y'all don't drop it, okay?
Okay.
You heard the threat, right? Nice. So it's coming. It's coming.
Louise.
Yes.
Tranquilo.
Fine.
All right, Greg, thank you for joining us on this.
Yes, thank you.
It is so much. It's always a pleasure to catch up with you guys. You know that. I appreciate y'all. I've always been sharing the links as well too. Even though, like I said, I haven't been able to watch as much too. I'm always trying to make sure you guys are out there.
Thank you. We
Everybody
appreciate
can hear something. So I always want to support my friends out there. So you guys keep doing your thing, and I can't wait to see what the next season brings.
Ooh,
nice. Thank you.
Thanks, Greg.
We appreciate that.
We appreciate it. Yeah, we appreciate it. All right, Greg. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much.
We'll catch up very, very soon, and we'll definitely
you guys stay good.
Stuff.
Enjoy the holidays and stay safe, people.
All right. Peace out.
You too. Peace out.
All right, y'all. So, no problem. So, in the meantime, I'm gonna be the one talking about all of the things that would have happened in the past season. Now, this podcast kind of runs a couple of months at a time, realistically so. So season 1 started in August of 2020? Yes, August of 2020. Season 2 was January to June of 2021, and we resumed in August, and obviously we are wrapping tonight. For season 3 we covered a lot of things. We did a lot more than we planned. We looked at the Gila Land concert with Simeon Sandford and his crew. They're currently doing something with Parang. Look out for that, because that is just absolutely beautiful. Getting the local content out there. In addition to that, Jahaya and myself, we spoke about Donda versus CLB.
Yes.
And that whole discussion. Let me ask you a quick opinion on that Donda v CLB. Drop your
To be honest, I'm trying to be as diplomatic as possible. Certified Lover Boy is a commodity. It is a product. As a friend of mine was telling me some time ago, Drake is very good at creating a product that he can sell over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Right? And I do not mean to diminish or insult his music by calling it a product. But, his music, like, it's a product. He pushes it, it sells. Whereas I think Donda was truly an artistic work.
Yeah.
Not that Kanye wasn't trying to, make sales and stuff, but But I feel like if we're going to talk about artistic value, Donda sorts of shines in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, briefly, we have Mr. Marcus Ash. Marcus, you can hear me? I don't know if you're on yet.
Good evening, loud and clear, Kemi.
Oh my goodness,
we
hi
good.
Marcus.
We good. Hi,
Hi, Louise. Hi,
Marcus.
Kemi.
How you going, my brother?
How you going?
I'm now trying to warm up. I've been freezing for the past few hours out on the road.
You need a bottle of white oak there?
Yes, he does. It's how white oak there? It's how white oak in New York, or
No. I walked with, well, I think it have, but I walked with my own.
Ooh.
Yeah, he had to make sure. He had
Trinity
to
the
make sure.
whole bone. So Marcus, let's get right into it. Pan 2022.
What we saying?
What we looking at? What can we expect?
Well, we are still in the planning stages. We are still looking at options. I know the NCC would have made a statement a few weeks back. I know the minister would have said certain things a few weeks back.
Yes, yes.
Pan Trinbago made no statement officially. We are basically listening to them, hearing what they are looking to do, and well, basically see where we fit in and what could be done. I mean, granted that we're still in a pandemic, we still have all this going on. I saw a new variant hit you all yesterday.
Yes.
I mean, it's been around me for a little longer.
Yeah.
There's all of that happening. So we need to be guided firstly by the Minister of Health.
Of course.
We need to be guided by the medical team and the powers that be.
Yeah.
So until we have a go clear, we would not be really announcing anything as yet. I mean, granted that we are, and when I say we, Pan Trinbago is ready to have an event. We have the events committee ready. We have a number of proposals literally in hand waiting.
Okay.
So as long as we have the all clear, that green light, the go ahead, it's gonna be happening.
Okay.
I see.
Because I was gonna ask about if vaccination would have been a thing. Now I know you're not the official to say, but I'm assuming that there may be some guidance as to recommending it.
What we saw from not on Pan Trinbago's end, but even from the NCC and the minister's end, is that whatever is happening, it will be in. They were looking at the bubble, which is that vaccinated persons, attendant vaccinated persons participate, and that would have been something that worked out in Miami for Miami Carnival, which I was at Miami Carnival, so I saw it firsthand in terms of how it was done. And well, I don't know how that would work in Trinidad and Tobago, but I'll sit back and wait and see how it goes and what they are saying. I'm patient, so I'm just here waiting.
Right.
So in a nutshell, Pan Trinbago is ready to step forward with an event or events if the context allows.
Yes, as long as the minute. Yeah.
That's really good. Given no panorama this year, no panorama last year. So I'm really glad to hear that Pan Trinbago is at least prepared.
Yes,
regardless
and planning.
Yeah. Yes, I'm really happy to hear that there are like proposals.
Just to correct one thing you said, Louis.
Sure.
We did have a panorama last year.
Sorry, I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. My apologies.
It could be 2022 as well, because I don't foresee a panorama happening. I want to be crystal clear on
Of course.
I don't foresee it. So even if there's a pan event,
right,
I don't necessarily see it happening as a panorama.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, panorama has its cultural significance. It has its place on the seal pan map. Not just in Trinidad and Tobago, but around the world. And to do a panorama and what it entails cannot happen even if you got the whole of Trinidad vaccinated before next year.
Yeah,
so
makes sense.
I'm aware of what it takes. So in terms of events, yes, we'll have steel band events. It's the same way we had steel band events in 2021.
Yes.
Right.
Remember the medium bands and large bands had their events. The bands had made finals. And
Yes.
next year, once we are doing something, we actually gonna be starting with the single pan, going into the small, and then the medium and large will happen after.
Nice,
Okay.
nice,
So-
nice, nice.
We are catering for all. We try to cater for all this year.
Mm-hmm.
However, after medium and large, not too long after, we went straight into an SOE, which was an extended.
Mm.
And well, you know how that went. I
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
we don't need to go into that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we got some answers from Marcus.
Yes,
It definitely.
brilliant.
And at least that there's some planning.
Yes,
some
that there's a
preparation.
willingness to go forward with
Yeah,
something. I'm
yeah.
really happy about that too.
Yeah, me
Yes.
there for they say Panya open, you know, call me. I am ready. I waiting to touch my double seconds. Get it right.
Yes.
I'm ready to play my pan. So
Of course.
yeah. But Marcus, thank you for your time.
Yes, Marcus, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for at least
No
giving us
problem.
some kind of answer, some guidance towards what the future may look like for 2022.
Yes.
We definitely looking forward to having you in person in our episode season 4. We could talk that.
Of course, I look forward to returning safe and best of health.
Of
Yes.
course.
I am doing well. Well, you know, half a silver stars is probably littered across the US right now.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
if
nice.
we haven't something, I have to figure out how we gonna get them back because
Ah,
it's a lot of them over here now.
Yeah,
Ruben
yeah.
is here, I am
Mhm.
here, Ruel is here, Malik is here, Charlton is out. You understand?
So I should come there one time then.
I think that's what he's
Well,
saying. I
let's
think
go.
that's exactly what
Might
he's
as well.
saying. Yeah.
All right. Well,
So-
we shall see what happens. Marcus,
Okay.
thank you for your time. Thank you for
Yes,
joining
thank you
us for
very
the
much for
finale.
joining
Oh,
us.
and I ready for season 4 there. Yeah, I ready.
Yes, I am. As am I.
All right. Thanks,
And
Marcus.
thank you for the invitation.
Oh, you're most welcome. All right. Take care, Marcus.
Yes, that was Marcus Ash, panist, drill master, businessman, education officer. I believe I didn't get that position correct, but he's on the executive of Pan Trinbago, and we're always happy to have Marcus Ash. Always.
Yeah. He provided some very important insight for Pan because
Yes.
many of you may not know. Me and Louise, we both play Pan,
Yes.
and Panorama is a thing for us. So not having
Yes.
Panorama at all has, I don't want to say it has robbed us of some identity, but
it, you know.
it hit home a little bit because
Mhm.
you know now I'm not feeling like I in my band.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At home doing nothing, you know. But I think everything in the timing of whoever you may
Yes.
so serve, you know.
And I'm really glad that he indicated that, you know, plans.
Yes.
So that at the very least, if the health minister
says
to-
okay.
we can do this, and the culture minister says, yeah, you know, we could do this and things could happen, at least Pan Trinbago they have something and they're just ready to jump out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad.
So let's continue. So we had Mr. Dennis Howard. Now that was a lovely episode because Dennis put into context a lot of the things that I've been saying in this little mini podcasting that we try in here. Essentially what he's been saying is that we are all one. The Caribbean is all one,
Yes.
and we, for some odd reason, we just move, it's diametrically opposed.
Yes.
So we just only wait until, like, if Usain Bolt going on around the Olympics, that's when we going on claim it.
Yes.
You know, and I found that to be such a very interesting concept because it really speaks to what we've been saying on this podcast, because essentially when Paige Turner was doing she thing on the outside, we didn't care until she made the voice and then came off the voice, and then everybody's like, oh look, Paige Turner,
Yes.
born of Trinity soil and wherever.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
let's get it together, guys. Come
And in that episode,
on.
we also discussed the fact that we, as in Trinidad and Tobago, we have a national cultural policy, which is interesting because when we spoke to Mr. Howard, By the way, Mr. Dennis Howard is a Jamaican ethnomusicologist, radio station owner, businessman, educator, and activist in all things culture. He mentioned that Jamaica does not have any sort of national
policy,
cultural policy. And but I think it's interesting that even though Trinidad and Tobago has this national cultural policy, that we hardly seem to recognize our own.
Yeah.
Until, you know, as you just said, Page Dinner, until they make it to The Voice or
the Olympics, and
you know.
Yeah. That's not a good way to start. And I think
it's
as long as we can recognize our own from here and appreciate our own, especially with the music and that sort of, we could talk. This goes across the board.
Yes, for all art forms.
Art forms, yeah. As long as we could appreciate what we have, I think it could reach further. Right. We actually spoke about samples. Now this, I don't know. Let me see something real quick here. I don't know if I have it still. I don't think I have.
You mean the samples from the episode that we did?
I took them off. But some of these samples that we spoke about was it was a combination musicals, as well as
music of like the 60s, the 70s.
So we would have spoken about cameo.
Dun 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 dun.
And artists who would have sampled that, Mariah, The Lover Boy, and that sort of thing, which is a perfect segue into the Justice for Glitter episode.
Yes, I'm sure you all remember that Kemi was bouncing off the walls during that episode.
I sat still in my chair, ma'am.
I'm teasing now. Kemi's a huge fan, guys. Just a little bit of background. Glitter was a 2001 movie starring, of course, the one and only Mariah Carey and the rapper Da Brat. It was based in the 1980s. Really, really stereotypical sort of storyline.
Yeah.
Mariah plays a character named Billy Frank, an aspiring singer and club dancer.
Who's biracial.
Just
like she is. Yeah.
Struggling to choose between love and a successful music career. Now, the music from that movie is also an album by the same name, Glitter. However, it was, as I said, released 2001 September, and it was released right after September 11th.
Yeah.
So the timing was awful.
Yeah.
So the timing was already bad, and then a lot of critics did not like it. A lot of critics said that the movie was a failed vanity project.
Yeah.
Obviously, because it's starring Mariah Carey, who is doing what Mariah Carey does, which is sing. So that's why it counts as a vanity project. And they were like, no, it's terrible. The artists chosen with terrible choices. They did not like the 80s pop aesthetic. Not all critics, just some did
until 20 years later.
Yes, until 20 years later, after Mariah had done her kids and she done move on with life. All of
making hits more records, like We Belong Together and all those number ones. And she basically come back with her next number one. The whole album hit number one on iTunes. Listen.
Yes, and it I just love how she eventually got, well, her justice for Glitter, because really and truly, looking back, it is a good album.
Yeah.
Right. If you're into the 1980s sort of sound, Glitter is amazing.
Yeah.
Now maybe the movie wasn't all that. Acting wise, maybe not, but the album is quite good. It includes samples.
Jam and Lewis
and there's a Rick James wrote a song for her for that album, right? Yes, that Rick James. Yeah,
there's a lot of
super freak.
Yeah, there's a lot of good music on that album. Because, and I think it has more to do with the fact that she paid homage to the 80s.
Yes, in a very authentic way.
Yeah, so she basically took most of the original songs and just redid them.
Yes.
The Sherelle, I didn't mean to turn you on. And then last night the DJ saved my life. She just redid most of those songs. And it turned out really well. And she was even lucky enough that Jam and Lewis actually produced some of those songs to just bring it back and just use the original tracks. And And the thing is I don't know if it's that they engineered the thing too, but the mixing, the mastering, everything was just perfect.
But I have to say
It was
though,
just perfect.
if I recall correctly from listening to her albums from since I'm talking about vintage Mariah,
Yeah.
her mastering is always on point.
Yeah. Well, that I think has more to do with once the mixing engineer does what they're supposed to do, which is finding a balance between the voice, the instruments, and the room. Because technically speaking, in a studio, you kind of can't kill off all the sound. You're gonna get a little bit of reverb. As long as they mix that nice, the mastering engineer has very little to do. And as long as they do the thing and they raise them upper frequencies and master it and compress it a little bit.
So the term I should have used was mixed really well.
Mixed and mastered. They are both different fields. Right? The mixing engineer deals with the balance between the different audio. So kind of like how we have a little pod track here.
Yes.
Each track has its own sound, and essentially my job is to mix and make sure that Louise and I sound balanced. And if the sound man decide he coming in, I have to make sure that his voice also is in a good realm, everything balanced and sweet, nobody overpowering the next one. You could hear all of the parts. You're panning left and right to create space, you create room, right? And once that project is done, you send that to the mastering engineer, and the mastering engineer basically just makes that song 100 times better.
I see. But good mastering is based on the mix.
I would say so.
It is?
I that's my personal opinion. Right? I'm not no big fancy mastering engineer. In fact, the man behind the cameras right now, to the Power 4 Limited, that's a professional mixing mastering company. Or go and check them out. We'll plug all the socials and stuff. But yes, the audio, I guess for me, the best kind of audio that you can get, as long as your mix is really good, the next step is to just master the track. And usually a mastering engineer, they could hear some of the flaws. They'll tell you, hey, fix this and thing. They wouldn't try to to master a bad track. They'll tell you, fix this, and then I could deal with all the little things after that.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually did not know that.
There's some of them will do that. Some might just tell you, well, okay, and they will still master it anyways. But either way, we had Mr. Corey Casey on the show.
Yes, we did. Local rapper.
Yeah, local rapper. He has he's released a song recently called Breakdown.
Spelt as one word.
Wow.
And you can find it on Spotify.
Yes. And he also has a podcast called Early Morning Movement. I think you all should go and check it out. Because it's one of those kind of podcasts that speak basically about being real with yourself and just expression. All the feels that you will feel, grief, depression, anxiety. It's about being real.
Yes, being real with yourself.
And nobody's perfect. So, and I think that's one of the good things about his podcast is that it just kind of engages and he just tells you how his day is going. I don't know if he has had guests on the show, but definitely
it's worth listening to.
Yes, it's worth listening to. So, did we cover everything for this season 3 recap? I think so.
I think we did.
I think we did. I just want to give a big shout out to this is usually my curtain call thing now, boy. So I want to thank firstly Enter the Power 4 Limited. They've been doing most of our videos. By the way, they're the people behind the scenes kind of really digging us out of holes. Yes. But this is back when we didn't have this lovely piece of equipment in front here.
Yes.
We was using a wall.
Moving on up.
Yeah, we didn't have enough power to put all of this together. So without them, we could not have done most of the episodes for this season. So thank you, Enter the Power 4 Limited.
Yes,
socials will be linked wherever that is.
Yes.
Big shout out to Roger Batiste and John Berry, right?
Yes, for sponsoring us
from since day one, like
as literally since season 1,
one.
episode 1. They have been there.
They have been there.
We love y'all.
Shout out to this is I'm missing names now, boy. Oh gosh, there's so many people to thank. Mommy and Daddy.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Ibo.
Yeah, for always Mr. and Mrs. Ibo.
Yes.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. The team gonna get thanked after.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks to the guests who've all been on the show, taking the time to.
Yes, taking their time.
Yeah, for everybody who shared that episode. Big shout out to Mr. Simeon Sandiford, first of all. He's been behind this podcast. And we're definitely going to be getting into some more pan stuff next season. I ain't going to tell you too much, but trust me.
Yes.
Right. Big shout out to Miss Alicia Jagasa as well. She has been really helping out in the background and trying to help pull things together. We may not have made it for this season, but definitely something's coming for either next season or soon.
Yes.
Soon. It'll be in between our special episode. Shout out to the families of the team for giving up the time, getting up the child to come and be here and doing this push. It's important because they could have been doing other things, to be honest.
Yes.
Big shout out to the For the Most Part podcast team.
Thank you.
Owen, Louise, Keon, a new member.
Yes.
Yon, Adriel,
and Lyrics,
who has just flown out of the country too.
Yes. He's also in New York, he's be holding us down still. Yeah, he's still a part of the team.
Yeah.
Just not here in Trinidad. That's it.
Yes. He's hold down the fort.
Yes.
So big thank you to you guys. Without y'all, this would not be possible. It would not have been possible without. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Thank you.
And
what about Janelle Cook? Let's thank Janelle Cook.
Oh yes, Janelle. Thank you.
Yes.
She's been one of our guests, who has been sharing episodes. So every time, she get a link, bam.
Yes.
And it going out. You know what I mean?
Yes. And she's been kind enough to really allow us to explore her catalog and you know, as a new artist.
Her
husband.
So
we're grateful for them.
Just before we wrap though, I want to play some of the songs that would have been released for 2021.
Oh yes.
Which means though the backing track gonna have to stop. Sorry.
Yes.
Because how this project works is that unfortunately I kinda can't keep one playing.
Exactly.
See a change.
Are you gonna introduce each track so we can know who to look for?
Yes, I'll pull up my notes here because my paper's not here.
Yes. Yes, because we need to be able to tell the people, you know, this is the name of the song, this is the artist, this is where to find it.
So we're going to start with, this looks like this is the Christmas Bank. We'll start with the Christmas Bank first because it's Christmas. We have Chenko Productions, Take a Shot.
Big up Chenko Productions.
Let me go. One shot, two shots. Ready up. One shot.
So this is written by him and Sheldon Thomas, Vichenko Noel and Sheldon Thomas, mixed and mastered by Chenko Productions. So they're going to check it out. This tune real bad.
And of course he is from Trinidad and Tobago, ladies and gentlemen. Boy.
So take a shot. Just take
a shot.
Just take a shot.
Hey.
Just take a shot.
Take notes, if you need somebody to do background vocals.
Bring the rum. Bring the rum.
Alright, so we're gonna go to the Cook Productions now. This is Janelle Cook featuring Jason Manswell. This is Christmas Come Again.
Hey, so it's Christmas time again.
Christmas is here.
Janelle Cook, y'all.
Now it's Christmas time again.
In the atmosphere.
So it's Christmas time again.
Well, there we go.
Wake up early yesterday and I look at my calendar. I could see us getting closer to the month of December.
So all of this is written by Janelle Cook and Jason Manswell. The production is done by The Cook Productions with her husband Randy Cook. shout out to the Quattro and Guitar Man, Dion Calendar and Marcus Prokop.
Yes.
Right. Mixed and mastered by CJ Perez or CCR Music Studio. So go and check it out. Alright, so we're gonna go into It's Christmas Neighbor by Sergio Camilo.
Nice.
And this is written, arranged, and composed by Mr. Roy Edwards.
Yes. Aye, aye, aye.
I like this one. Mastering by the one and only Martin Nice Raymond. Listen to me.
Really? Oh, nice. Okay.
And our good friend Roisha is on pan. Roisha Edwards, that's Roy's daughter.
Nice.
And his son Romero did the artwork for YouTube. So the video is on YouTube, obviously, so go and check it out.
Did Roisha did the background vocals as
Yes,
well?
I think she did the
back.
yeah. She's noted for doing that.
Yeah, that's her voice.
Yeah. Right, and then we're going to Menachimi Philly. Wow. This is sung by Chris Wilcox, and this is also written and arranged and composed by Roy. And same arrangement, mixed and mastered by Martin Raymond, and artwork, everything. Oh, this features Enrico Camille, Rico DG of Music Mansion. Listen to me. I heard this and I was like, that bass line and the chords, the voicing, the arrangement, everything was. So we're gonna pause this one, and then we're just gonna jump into the hip hop section.
That was a vibe.
Yeah, it's a nice, really nice song. So on the first one we have "Could Have Been" by Young Fido and featuring Vibes Nelly. This is a nice song. I like this one. I like all of his songs actually. Mixed and mastered by 44 Productions, produced by Ensonda. So, whatever, go and check it out.
This is everything that we could have been. Everything that we could have been.
A nice groove, you know what I mean?
But you wanted to go, so I had to set you free. This is everything that we could have been. Everything that we could have been. But you wanted to go, so I had to set you free. Tell me what is love, tell me what is love. Cause if this love is true, I wanna be with you.
Right, and then we're gonna go into his other song called My Love.
Cause even though we fight, I wanna make it right. Promise to love you, girl. I'll trade you for diamonds and pearls. Girl, you know you are my world. Appreciate me while I'm here. Love is so loving, living in fear. And even though you're close, feel like no one's there. But I promise to love you, and yes, I care. Cause I'm steady searching, girl, you are my world. There can be no other girl who can take your place. I've been running the race, hoping to see your face. Hope you find your way back to my places where you can stay, baby. Yeah, back to my places where you can stay, girl.
And this is mastered by Noble Touch and produced also by Noble Touch as well.
You're my joy. That's why I promise to love you, girl. Won't trade you for diamonds and pearls. Girl, you know you are my world. Girl, you know you are my world.
So the next one that we actually featured this guy, Mr. Jahia Hope.
Oh, nice.
Jahia released an EP recently of a couple of tracks.
Omo, yes.
So we're just gonna play two of those. We're gonna play the first one. It's called Starlight. Jahia did everything on this track, meaning he wrote, composed, arranged, etc.
Yeah.
If there were multiple instruments, he got musicians to actually put down the various parts, scored it out, and sent it to them
remotely. So they basically the album was mostly recorded remotely. Then.
Yeah. So this is Starlight. String chords. Is he string chords for me? Louise is a percussionist, hence why. And he did everything, as I said, mix master as well too. Alright, and then we're gonna go into Playground. It refuses to unmerge. Oh wow.
Oh, no.
It's stuck. Anyways, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to our backing track and call that it for this season.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you'll edit out that last song then.
Well, we'll go see. It could stay in if it wants. So, ladies and gents, that's it for season 3.
Yes, that is it.
That's it, literally. I'm gonna see y'all, and we go hear y'all in season 4.
Wait, but when is season 4 starting? Tell the people.
Oh, jeez.
Yes,
I
they
didn't want
need to know.
I can't surprise them. I can't just fling out the episode randomly.
No, don't fling it. They need to know when
January
it will be
14th.
flung.
Fine. January 14th. Okay.
Yes, January 14th, 2020.
8 p.m. Friday. Jeez.
At 8
She
p.m.
insisted.
It's a Friday. Yes, no, they need to know when to expect the new season to be flung at them.
Oh, but you know when things get thrown at you, you don't anticipate it really and truly.
Yeah, but sometimes it's nice to anticipate a new episode for the most part. Sometimes it really is nice. You know, let them know so that they can prepare their beverage of choice, whether it's coffee, whether it's tea, whether it's a shot of puncheon.
Or if you gotta get new headphones.
Yeah, don't forget new headphones. Get some new headphones so that you can
listen in.
All
right, guys. So that's it for season 3.
Yes, that is it for season 3.
All the information will be on our website www.forthemostpartpodcast.com. Donations are very much welcome. PayPal, Patreon, you name it. It's all there.
Yes,
it's all on the website.
We like feedback. Send feedback as well.
Comments are also available on the website too. You can check us out on YouTube for the most part podcast. That's it.
Yep, that's about it.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap. We will see you, and we're gonna hear you January 14th, 2022, season 4.
Yes.
Peace out, guys.
Peace out. Near, 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 near. Now, 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 near, 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 now, now, now.
I'm gone.